That's all right.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to November's Author Showcase. I'm here to a very amazing author in person of Rosemary Okafor. So you can see her here. But before we get right into today's interview, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Esther Enererume Odafe Ohakam. I'm the co-founder of Bookney and the host for all the Bookney Author Showcase interviews you've been watching. So today's interview, we're going to be talking to Rosemary about her book. It's the latest book she recently released. It's called Black, White, Blood. And the essence of doing the Bookney Author Showcase is to promote indie authors. Indie authors are self-published authors, authors who are publishing their books themselves. So it's part of our contributions to indie authors to help them promote their books. I mean, amongst people who love to read either fiction, non-fiction, or children's books, even poetry. So we've done 3 interviews already. Rosemary's interview is going to be the first one, and I'll be asking her questions we can know. Also, I know many of you have been seeing her on social media, but this is a very good opportunity to know her more. So I have some questions here, and I'll just start with Rosemary. It's nice to have you here. Introduce yourself and your journey as an author.
My name is Rosemary Okafor. As you know, I am an indie author, that's independent author, like my Esther has already said. My journey as an author, let's just say I took writing serious from 2020. Yeah, I took writing serious from 2020. But before then, I would say I wrote my first story when I was in secondary school. It wasn't published. I was just playing around because I was in SS2 and I was crushing on a guy. So unfortunately, the guy chose my friend instead of me. Then I decided to write a story. You know what we do? I decided to write a story. And in that story, I met a guy to be my housekeeper while I was the princess in that story. So that was my way of getting back at him. I never published that story, but I still have that book. It's handwritten. I still have that book somewhere locked in my drawer. Maybe I should one of these days I have to dust it up. So that was my first writing, and then from there, when I got to the high institution, I think when I got my first Facebook account, because of my love for writing, I started writing small stories on my Facebook page. That's where I started. It wasn't perfect, but people loved it. That's the most important thing. It wasn't perfect, filled with. In fact, I read those stories now and I cringe. But then I had a lot of followers. People loved it. Mistake or not, yeah, I'm telling you. Mistake or not, there are a lot of typos there, grammatical errors there, but who cared? That was many years ago. That was many years ago. So we were all having fun on social media then. A little bit story here, a little bit story there. And then somebody now introduced me to Naira Land. Those that were part of Naira Land years back, they will know me very well. I was a celebrity in Naira Land. Again, those stories were not perfect because we didn't have, or I didn't have a mentor or somebody that told me do this way, do it that way, But we were all having fun, like I said before. So I went to Naira Land. I gathered followers in Naira Land, telling little bit stories here and there too. So that's how I started. So until I met someone who knew me, I was doing my MSc then. So the person said, are you not Rosemary from Maryland? I said, yes. He said, okay, I love your stories. You write so much. I love your stories. Why? Do you have any of your work published? I said, no. He said, said, why don't you I'm trying to get a better light. Okay. He
Okay.
said, why don't you try to publish your work? I said, I don't know how to go about it. So far, I am trying to just have fun, but I don't know how to go about it. And that was also a Facebook page. Facebook and the person that was going to me was Kirutani. You know Kirutani of Love
Yes, I
African
do.
Press.
Yeah.
Okay. So the person now gave me Kiru's contact. I said I should get to Kiru. That was how I got to Kiru, and I told Kiru I have a story. And the truth is, I don't know what a rough draft is as of then. I don't know what a rough draft is. And I don't even know whether the work was good or not. Kiru said, send it over. I did send it over. And then Kira was the first person that told me the story is a draft, a rough draft, not polished at all. It wasn't good. But he said I could work with that. And that was what shocked me. That was why my journey started. She said, I can work with this. But what you will do for me is that you will allow me hold your hands. So we will work on this script together. We are going to rewrite everything. Then I will show you how to do it. So Kiru walked the path for me so I could run. She held my hands. And while we were going on this script together, she also got someone else involved. That's Z Monoji, an Indian lady. And the three of us worked on that script. It took another year. It took another year for us to do that. So that was a learning process for me because I never had a mentor, I never had anybody to teach me, I never had anybody to tell me this was good, this wasn't good. I think that's what a lot of persons, a lot of new writers now enjoy. Because during our time, it was very difficult to find somebody that you can ask questions. Can you have a look at this script and tell me what is good and what is not good in this script? So but Kim did that for me, and till today I always give her credit. Till today I always give her credit. So that was when after a year plus, and she felt that the book is ready. That was when I now produced or published my first book through her help, and the book is One More Night. That's my very first. A lot of persons don't know about that, but that was my very, very, very first published work, published under Love African Press, and it's basically Kim's handwork. She did everything in that. Yeah, so that's where my journey began.
I was actually going to ask like what the name of the book is, but you've already said it, and I can totally relate to writing in secondary school, like handwriting it. But it's amazing that you still have your book with you, like the first draft. For me, I can't find my own, and I even wrote it twice. I can't find it. And
I still have it. I still have it.
And that's
I moved out of my mom's house, so I left it behind. Yeah, I left it behind at my mom's house until one day my mom came visit. She came back with the book. I don't know what this book is. Just collect it from me. It was a mom that brought it back to my house.
But it's amazing that you kept it safe to the point that you could even find it out.
Yes, I have it.
And I also love the fact that Kiru could see your talent and she was willing to guide you. There's a lot of gatekeeping sometimes. Like some people like to gatekeep. It's possible for someone to see your work and be like, oh, okay, it's as if this person has potential. Like, I'm just going to not answer her, or why do I want to answer her? Like, she's not really nobody knows her. But I really appreciate the fact that she took time to guide you and to mentor you through that process, to the point that you now have so many books to your name. And I'm sure she'll be proud of you whenever she sees that you've released one more book. She'll be like, oh, this is the Rosemary of that year. She has so many books now, and it's really amazing.
Yes, I will tell you that Kiru is very proud because Kiru reads all my works. I see her reviews on my books on Amazon. I see her reviews. So Yeah, it's something to be joyful for because I've had a lot of people I learned from who is would I say the stepping stone or the bedrock where I started.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay, so
okay.
okay, so
Um, yes, it was such a selfless service that even till now, I know I owe her a lot. I may
hmm,
not be able to any cash payment or any form of payment, but I think I owe her is to see if I can replicate what she did
hmm,
in someone else's
someone else.
life. Yeah. I will not say that I have matched that energy because it's now I know it's very tasking. But in my little way, I know I have also been given. I have a lot of persons, a lot of my readers, a lot of young writers have access to me, my WhatsApp, my email, asking one question or another, and to the best of my ability, I'll try to
Hmm.
read most their unpublished works and give my input. That would lead to compare with what people did for me, but at least it's something.
It's
So
something. I
yeah.
don't know. I don't actually think because picking someone's work is a lot of work, and there are people who get paid to critique someone's work. So I wouldn't call it little.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good thing you're doing, and I'm sure that as time goes on, you can do more as your schedule would. So let's go right into the reason why we are here today,
Yeah.
talking about Black, White, Blur. What inspired you to write that book?
What inspired me? I just want to tell a story. That's number one. I just want to tell a story, uh, a psychological story that because first of all, I'm a romance writer, but I wanted something to add to romance, a subgenre. And then I decided it's just a thought, just a thought thing that I saw, or maybe I just woke up to write that story. So that's just it.
All right. So when you were writing, what was your ideal reader? Like, who did you have in mind when you're writing this book, and what do you hope they enjoy from the book? Like, you can give us maybe a little, what will I call it now? Little, not spoiler, but just something about the book that would get people who love this genre to want to get the book from you.
Okay, when I was writing this story, I would say that it was fun to write because it was basically out of what I'm used to writing before. Uh, I remember several times I have to reach out to Amaka Azie and who else again, to ask them, are you sure people are going to read this story? Because even though there's an element of romance there, but this is
Mhm.
quite different. There's
Mhm.
thriller, there's like, yeah, there's suspense. It's heavy. It's strong. So I didn't even know what to categorize that book, but it's something I wanted to write, something that is abstract, even though there's romance. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I have in mind that my everyday readers, everyday readers will also grab this book and love it. So I wanted to come with a bang, if I say that, to give my readers a surprise, to have them like,
Mhm.
so she can write this too. So that's just the reaction yeah. So it was kind of playing a dice game. Will it work? Will it not work? And then because I have not been heavy on thrillers and suspense, I think this is my first. So it's kind of a two-side game, a lose win something for me. But I wanted to tell the story basically, especially because the characters are inter intertribal. We have a Muslim Hausa Fulani guy, and we have a Christian Igbo lady, and we know the kind of the tension between these two ethnic groups in Nigeria, you know. And then when you mention love interest, so it's something that is not common, although we have a lot of persons that are into it, but it's something that is not common. And I wanted to do that story, to bring these two persons together. Well, I don't want to tell a generic story. There are a lot of stories of this racialism, but I to tell a generic story. I was thinking, what could bring these two persons together? What is it that will also pull them apart? So I wanted to tell a story of an outside guy, planning guy that is struggling to sell a goal. How do I put it? Yeah, you know, there's this belief if he's a Muslim, if he's a Fulani, then he's a terrorist. So that's the first thing that comes to the mind. So I just want to bring that perception in the head of people. This guy is also thinking if she's an Igbo and if she's a Christian, then I should avoid her. And the things in my head, and I want to weave these two concepts in an intricate story that it is not just generic, it is not just cheesy, but it's going to be something that will hook people to the last. You know, it will blow the line of the Hausa Fulani and the line of the Igbo Christian something, and let people read story that will captivate them from the beginning till the end. And tell you, from the day I started writing that story to the day I published it, my heart was palpitating. I still didn't know how people would accept it. In fact, the day I published, I had my finger like this. I was thinking, who would be the person I read this story? What would be the
reaction?
The reaction, because my audience are single romance readers. I couldn't categorize it as thriller because there's romance in it. So these are the target audience, and it's going to be something different they are reading. I even have somebody that tell me, "Girl, you cannot categorize this as romance. I don't know how you're going to sell this." But then I had a sigh of relief when the first a review came out, the second review came out, the first review came out, and that reaction I wanted, that so she write it was all I was getting. I said, finally, I did it.
And I think that's really important because I've been seeing on TikTok, like the reception of that book has been really good. So many people have been, you know, getting these, complimenting the cover. I think it was the cover that got most people's attention so much because it really fits into the title of the book. The black, you could see the black, you could see the white, and at the same time you could see the blurry. Yeah. Like it really captured it. And you explaining the premise of the story just makes sense now why the book should be titled Black, White, Blur. And I'm just glad that the cover design also reflected that.
Yes. You know, I didn't give that book that name until I finished that story. I didn't know what to title the book. The title came on. The title came. I wanted the perfect title and the perfect cover. So because you know, since it's a new ground for me, what that first is the cover and the title. That's if I could get it right, that was my thought then I think every other thing can be settled. So, and I'm glad it. Yeah, when Bookney gave me the sketch of the cover, and I did a little sampling of the fillers. I said, why add more color, And I said, no, I don't need color in this. I don't need color. Well, let it be that gray. Just leave it that way. So, yeah, I have people that say, this is a color. There's a lot of white background, a lot of black background. Give it more color. I said no. Well,
and I think it makes it very.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we are into
the cover was.
All right. So now that we are discussing the cover, I know you said you didn't get the name of the book till you were done, but was there an inspiration behind the cover? And would you like to share that with us?
There was. There was. Um, One is I first of all thought I've not had a book with a white background.
Okay.
I wanted a book with a white background.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I'm writing of two characters that are of different tribe, of different religion, and basically of different belief things, but something brought them together somehow.
Yes.
Yeah. I needed a combination of emotions. I needed a cover that would tell a story, not through a lot of colors, but through as in minimal painting. I wanted something that is nothing but can say a lot. I don't know how to explain this. I've had a lot of covers. I have a lot of covers. But I wanted something different for this. Like cover, it is simple, it is minimal, but it tells a story. Once you are glancing at it, it's not just the beauty you are looking at. It's so mysterious that you want to get into it. And I don't want a human character with all the boobs, all the fine curves and everything, and then the man with suit and shoe. No. I want a face or faces that also tell stories. That immediately you are looking at them, you are seeing their story in their face, and that is what that cover gave me. Exactly. That was what that cover gave me.
I'm really
and
the cover.
And while I was nursing the idea of this cover, I've already finished the first draft. Like I told you, that I finished the first draft of the story before I thought of the title. So when I was thinking about what I wanted for a cover, that is when I now remembered the title, Akwaugo. And immediately I saw the sketch. I said, yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect.
All right. So we are running out of time. So I would like us to take this last question. So I know you've mentioned it already that Bookney designed your cover. So what was your experience like working with Bookney? And any other message you have for your readers, people who want to read Black White Blur?
Okay, experience with working with Bookney, I said it's a good one. I know I am troublesome. I would say that. Those that work with me, I do this back and forth thing. I like this, I don't like this, but they were patient. Yeah, they were patient with me. When the first drawing came, I said, no, I don't want this. I want this here. I don't want this here. And there was this of back and forth. And I know a lot of designers that will tell you, no, we are not going to redesign this again. No, we are not going to. But after all our back and forth, we still go back and do this and then come back again. And so it's the patient for me. Is the day. Bookney was very patient with me, and they worked hand in hand with me. It's almost like asking me, okay, what do you want? Is this thing okay with you? I wish to add this. I wish to remove. Yeah. So that was perfect for me. And for my readers, I see you. I see what you are doing with Black, White, and Blur. Your videos, your reviews, and everything, and it's giving me a lot of joy. You started your review with the cover. A lot of them speak about the cover.
Yeah.
A lot of them. The first thing they talk about is the cover. So I am grateful. I say thank you. And I didn't know that you pieces this story and get a lot of themes they are bringing out from this story that I didn't even think of while writing this story, and it made me to go back to read this story that I wrote. So it's an honor for me. Thank you from the depth of my heart. Thank you, and I love you guys.
All right, it's been a nice time discussing with you, Rosemary. And before you go, I'd like us to talk about where anybody can reach you. If anybody wants to get your books, want to follow you on social media, how can they reach you and what should we be expecting next from you?
That's Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. Facebook is my home. So I'm on Facebook and I'm on X. So the only social media I would say I'm not is what's
X.
this called? Snapchat. I don't even know how to do
Chat.
Snapchat.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't
I don't know how to do Snapchat. So I'm not on Snapchat.
I think
So and you can get my
these.
physical, yeah. You can get my books, the physical copies on bookstores, book peddlers, Owida, Roman Heights, Dane's Books in Enugu, Buy Books in Port Harcourt, Readers Hut in Port Harcourt. And then I think Book Blaze in Abuja also has books, have my book. And then when you want to the ebooks, you can go to Amazon, you can go to Seller, you can go to BAM Books. And recently, I added my books to TL Library, and that's a new one too. I will still make a video concerning that. Okay. I want to go. So yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you so much, Rosemary. It's been a nice time chatting with you about Black White Blood. If you've not gotten that book or you want to see the cover, run to TikTok, run to Instagram, and you will have a feel and see so many reviews other people have shared regarding that book. So thank you so much once again for joining us on this chat, Rosemary. A pleasure having you here with us. And it was also amazing working with you. I think you made working with us very easy because we love clients who know what they want and can tell us, oh no, remove this, remove that. So it was really a pleasure working with you. And we don't think you are troublesome. Trust me. All right, guys. So guys for joining us. We will be ending this call here. If you have questions, please leave your questions in the comments. Subscribe to our channel. You can chat Rosemary up on her Instagram, TikTok, follow her on Facebook. If you see her on the road, please say hi to her. Don't get a message her later. I saw you somewhere, but I was shy. Don't be shy. Reach out to her, message her, and we'll see you at the next Bookney Author Showcase. Bye.
Bye.